you may recall a few days ago, I was complaining about my my new iPhone. You guys remember that?
Yes.
You guys remember
I
that?
do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember this. Yes. Is this going to be? Oh, it is convenient. We were talking about IT support a little while ago.
Yeah. So, well, here's the thing, right? I still hate the phone. It's a piece of shit. Can't stand it. However, it did do something good the other day and beneficial and worthwhile to society. And I'd like to share that with you guys. You know how sometimes when you're scrolling on Google, it'll give you some randomly recommended articles based on what it thinks you might want to read? You know what I'm talking? You know that feature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware, vaguely.
So I found a certain article that sent me on a rabbit hole a while ago, and I think we need to talk about it. I found this article the other day on my iPhone when I was opening Google. Engineer says it's time to rebuild the Twin Towers with giant data centers, huge tech labs, and anti-aircraft lasers on the roof.
What the?
Get my aircraft laser. Nothing says
Right.
national security like shooting down a
Listen.
plane over the largest
Guys.
city in the East Coast.
Guys, let me... When you guys think of 9/11, the tragedy of 9/11, what's the first thing you guys think of? Because for me, it's obviously we should build the Twin Towers again. That's the first thing I think of. I miss them. They were great for our skyline, and now they're gone. They were taken from us, and I'm
This
really
is
sad
such
about
poor
it.
timing too. The tagline here. This is what America rightfully deserves. We shall no longer be afraid. I'm sorry. We've been at war with Iran for how many days now?
I don't know. But yeah, there is a that like
We shall
that's
no longer be afraid. Are you sure?
that is a real quote. This is what America rightfully deserves. We shall no longer be afraid. And the whole, this is just such a bold. There's a website for this project, right?
Oh God.
And I'm gonna send it to you, so you can browse as I'm talking about things. It's called the World Tech Center, and
Oh, Jesus.
the World Tech Center is located in Chicago, as opposed to New York. It's supposedly a giant, like, campus in the city that's going to have, obviously, the two big towers, but it's also going to have a bunch of, like, support buildings and stuff. And it's billed as, like, a massive STEM/cultural center. Right? So, obviously, they're going to have, like in the title, they're going to have data centers for AI stuff. They're going to have massive laboratories and stuff for, like, chemistry and physics, I believe. They're going to have giant theaters. There's a subterranean theater system, I believe they make mention of. Oh, sorry, it's a shopping mall. They have a sprawling shopping mall inspired by the film 2001: A Space Odyssey. In the basement.
Okay.
They're gonna have a major 4-star hotel, a performing arts center, a penthouse suite, and a 10-story NASA workshop, along with a whole host of other things.
Target date by 2050.
Yeah, they're trying to get this by 2050. It's like an 8-step plan. They're on step 2, which is to draft it up and get community support.
Who's building this? Who's funding this?
Oh, that's a great question,
I
Dominic.
can't get a beat on that.
Dominic, let me show you exactly who is funding this, and let me tell you about him, because this is the most interesting part about all of this to me.
Right? Yeah. Is it like Elon Musk?
I would love for
I
you
need some Musk vibes from this.
for you to meet Raphael Johann Chrysler.
I would love to meet Raphael.
What the?
Whoa,
What the? Whoa.
Freaking guy.
What?
So
Guys,
this guy, I'm gonna read you the About the Founder page on the World Tech Center website, because it's a gold mine of just, it's great. Raphael J. Chrysler is an author, photographer, aerospace engineer, entrepreneur, and aspiring architect and astronaut who lives in the United Kingdom. He is currently a senior mechanical engineering student who is studying aerospace engineering with space technology in Hertfordshire and will be graduating in Q3 2026. He plans on gaining additional degrees in the future while simultaneously working hard for his working hard on this vision, being the World Tech Center, and other activities, including his publishing company.
Oh no.
Chrysler is on the autism spectrum and has been described as a noble and gifted figure with multiple passions and aspirations. With his neurodivergent mindset, he is academically bright, being able to self-teach himself complex subjects from a younger age than typical, a practice called autodidactism.
Oh my god, the meek shall inherit the earth.
Outside work, he finds plenty of time to work on his projects, such as the World Technology Center, and a visionary idea he has postulated for over a decade. But it wasn't until 2023 when he really put his vision down on paper.
Oh god. Okay.
This next string of sentences is my favorite part of all of this. Chrysler was a toddler when 9/11 happened, much like you, Sam.
Yes.
And there's a lot of similarities here.
I just went ahead.
And although he can barely remember the events, he became fascinated with the architectural design of the World Trade Center Twin Towers, particularly after seeing them while watching the 1992 movie Home Alone 2 Lost in New York on TV.
Wow, okay.
In the years since, he has crafted impressive models of skyscrapers from Lego, then out of paper, and then in Minecraft before migrating onto advanced software packages like AutoCAD. The Twin Towers are his most favorite buildings to ever exist. That's a direct quote. And today, he has tattoos of the World Trade Center on his right arm.
Oh my fucking god. Oh,
everyone has hobbies, I guess.
No.
I've never heard of a hobby that focuses entirely on the World Trade Center. But,
This is possessed.
This is unbelievable. This man is like built by God to see this project done. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know what you feel, but I honestly kind of hope he succeeds.
I do
So
too.
do I.
He's got. It's
do.
so fascinating.
I'm reading over it. I'm looking at his face of his lovely little tie there, and you know what? I'm rooting for you, Chrysler. I hope you make it.
Yeah, it's like
I hope you build a second trade center in Chicago. That's exactly what Chicago needs right now.
Yeah.
Chicago.
And there's a whole portion too where it's like community support, and if you go to like the PDF documents, right, you'll see a whole bunch of like community thoughts about rebuilding the Twin Towers that people have had over the years. And there's one in particular that really stuck out to me because it's either there's like three things that could be going on here. These could all be like real community thoughts about rebuilding the Twin Towers. Two, they could all be AI. Or three, what I think is most likely, these are the most Donald Trumpish speaking boomers that have ever graced the earth.
You know what I think? You know what I think's happening here?
What do you think's happening here?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard the tale of Reddit Island?
I do recall listening to a podcast about that within the past couple of days.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's funny.
I reckon this is a Reddit Island situation.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, do you think we're just being played here, and this is actually like an advanced shitpost? Because sometimes people do put together really well-crafted shitposts.
Here's the thing. It is, but I kind of don't think it is. I have this feeling inside my bones that this is real. It's unhinged and ridiculous and will never happen. But
I'm reading over the Q&A here, right? And the second question is it a good idea to rebuild the Twin Towers? Is this an ethical for the affected families? Like, if that is question number one in the Q&A, we may be having some other issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
I must say, I'm intrigued. However, I can't imagine this actually happening. I don't know who would ever fund it.
I don't either.
It's
bold.
It's probably not gonna happen. Here's the crazy thing. I don't think it's gonna happen. But like the reason why I think most of this is real, or some of this is real, is because if this is the exact kind of thing an autistic college student would put together.
Exactly.
And build a website.
Do you think this is like what this actually is? Do you think this is like a student project for a web development class? Because I'm looking at the bottom now, and there's a bibliography, which is not usually a staple of a development page.
No,
and he does, by the way, he does totally credit Wikipedia as a source. But usually bibliographies, you don't usually see those on this outside of you don't see those outside of academic papers or student projects.
Well, here's the thing about that, Dom, because if this is a student project where they have to fake all that, they would also have to fake like dozens of PDFs with people having thoughts like these on them.
More than likely. More than likely, he probably had like AI run through it.
Let's play a game here real quick. Let's play a game. Okay. Is this real community outreach blurb that I've pulled from one of these PDFs? Is it AI or is it a boomer? Let's play this game.
Right. Would you like me to read it for the audience here?
If you would like to read it, sure, please feel free. Feel free.
Okay. I believe that the current design is, quote, not good, end quote. I would say something else, but I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I was born in 2010, so I never got to see the Twin Towers myself. But just looking at the pictures made me realize how great these behemoths were. Considering a large percentage of 9/11 affected families wanted the Twin Towers to be rebuilt, the current design is not a great one. Never forget.
That's definitely AI.
Hold on.
That's
Sorry,
AI.
you skipped a very important part of this message, Dominic, where the guy recreates the Twin Towers in emoticons.
I suppose so. In the Discord, it just appears as 6 boxes.
That's how it is in the PDF. I can affirm that is how it is in the PDF.
Funny.
I mean, if we're gonna take this at face value, this is not a boomer because he was born in 2010.
No.
So he's
just types
16.
Like one.
He misspelled behemoth as well.
Did he?
I don't think he did.
Isn't it behemoths and not behemoths?
Nope.
Is it accurate?
Yeah,
no.
that's
accurate.
Yeah. That's accurate.
Oh, my mistake. This must be perfectly done then. Okay, never mind. I rescind.
But so I believe he's referencing like another project to get the Twin Towers rebuilt. That he's saying the design is not good.
Oh no, I think he's referring to in 2002 when they cleared out Ground Zero. They talked about what they were going to put there.
Yeah.
And when they were building One World Trade Center, they were thinking about whatever it is in New York now. They thought about just redoing it as 2 towers, but then they decided against it.
Yeah. So that's probably what it's talking about. But yeah, so do you think this is AI generated or is this just a real boomerish man?
No, it's AI generated. Nobody born in 2010 is gonna talk like this. I would say something else, but I won't. That's AI. That's AI. I was born in 2010, so I never got to see the Twin Towers myself. These are things that nobody would admit in a comment. But, like,
where did you find these? Is this under? Oh,
yeah, if you go to
wow, that's all. Who does it like this?
And then PDF.
Chrysler, if you ever listen to this, testimony is not well given as Adobe Acrobat PDF file links on a web page. This is not how you do testimonies. Give us quick quotes on a big page. You don't. These all.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
There
are like almost 200 of these documents. Which, if you're gonna do this, like, why would you do it to this extent? Which is why I think this is like, I think this is just someone's artistic hyperfixation.
I think that's it. I think this guy just over time collected. Because I'm looking through these now, like I'm seeing 2006, 2008, 2004. Right, like these are not recent. And I'm sure there's been 1,000 petitions. It's New York. It's the biggest city in the Americas. I think this guy has just collected all of the different articles that talked about rebuilding the towers over the past 25 years and just stuck them into one web page, which is exactly what I would do. Like, I'm not dissing that. That's quite an impressive feat. It certainly does show people thought about this. But I don't find this as convincing me that this is a genuine adventure that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, this could be his capstone project.
Maybe.
In which case, it would take him a whole semester to do it anyway.
Oh, hold on. Some of the bottom ones are going nowhere.
Oh, are they?
Okay.
And some of these are,
Very.
but that's okay. It's still quite impressive.
We are, of course, missing the most important part of this whole proposal, the safety features, because obviously these towers aren't going to be safe from terrorist attacks. You know, they got them once.
No,
they're going to
right,
want to
yeah.
get them again.
I mean, if I was a member of like Al Qaeda or ISIS, this would be number one on my list.
Yes, of course.
Right.
So
Immediately.
Money, they got cash signs in their eyes.
they're greedy to hit another trade center. So these have upgrades proposed to them, is a meter-thick central core, crafted from ultra-high performance concrete, right? Okay. Fireproof steel
ultra high
I-beams.
performance. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Ultra high performance concrete.
I don't know.
What is ultra
I don't
high
know.
Performance concrete?
As far as I knew,
I've never
concrete
heard
was
of
just
this term.
concrete,
feel like
but
know
I don't know.
Pretty well.
And maybe it's just concrete with a ton of fucking rebar.
Do you mean like rebar enforced concrete?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what it means. I don't know. But it's got that. It's got fireproof steel I-beams. It's got tuned mass dampeners, each full of 1,000 tons of water. Dominic, that's exciting. You like water.
You're gonna have to repeat that line because you totally cut out the entire.
Oh my god, you should die.
Take it from fireproof because I missed all that.
It's got fireproof steel I-beams. It's got tuned mass.
So in other words, steel I-beams. They're steel.
Yes. It's got tuned mass dampers, each full of 1,000 tons of water, which I know you like.
Oh damn it! You cut out again. Hold on.
I swear to God. Hold on.
Hold on. Oh, you cut out again. You just keep cutting out.
Hold on.
Is your internet okay?
No. Hold on. Let me.
Oh, there you go.
Hold on.
You're going again.
Hold on.
Dominic, I think it's just you because he sounds perfectly fine for me.
It sounds perfectly fine to me too. I don't know what's happening.
There you
on
go.
Dominic, can you do me a favor? Can you check the cord on your headphones, please?
Yeah, no, it's not you. I'm hearing Sam and Robert perfectly fine. It's isolated to just you.
Why?
I'm gonna hang up and call and see if that fixes it. Hold on.
Hello?
Is that out?
Hello?
Stop
I believe so.
Can I talk about my tuned mass dampeners, each full of 1,000 tons of water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So it's also got tuned mass dampers, each full of 1,000 tons of water, Dominic, which I know you like. I know you're a fan of water.
I do like my water. That's right.
Okay, great. I'm glad
He got it.
I'm glad I had to try that bit 4 times just for a mid-response. Fantastic.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. I was just expecting,
What do you want me to say about mid-dampeners of water? Do we still use water for dampening? I thought we use sand for that kind of stuff nowadays. Isn't the water, heavily unstable when it, for example, freezes, which is quite common in Chicago? This is actually a good idea.
See, Sam, that's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting.
You go. All right.
I don't have the answer to that query for you, Dom, but I can tell you that the World Tech Center is going to have foam fire suppression systems. It's going to have pressurized foam. I know, it's exciting. Pressurized stairwells. It's going to
Okay.
It's going to have a dedicated fire department.
Wow.
And a firefighting drone launch pad.
A drone launch pad?
A firefighting drone launch pad.
Firefighting drone launch pad. Okay.
I don't even know what that means, but they're gonna have it.
The thing is, I don't know what that means either, because if you're putting out a firefighting drone may be the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
Right. Let's think about this for a sec. A drone is not famed for lifting large amounts of dense liquid, right? What do you need to put out a fire? Water. Right? So you're just gonna have a swarm of bees hovering around a building, preventing anyone else from going near it.
Yeah. Yeah, like a helicopter would be so much better, but they didn't.
Right,
that.
There's a reason why whenever there's a fire in, for example, New York, they don't use helicopters. It's not a very good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Chrysler's got a different idea, I guess.
Listen, Chrysler's he's got plans. And these plans also, obviously, it was mentioned in the title, they contain an aerial threat detection and neutralization system. And this
neutralization?
Yes.
Are we talking like anti-aircraft guns?
Yes. Chrysler describes it as having a radar system, radio and communication sensors, and a last resort anti-aircraft surface-to-air missiles, or a multi-megawatt laser defense weapon. We're essentially building like turbo lasers from Star Wars. Is what I'm gathering here.
Awesome.
Oh my god, there's like so many issues here. I don't even know where to begin. I feel like I should point out that I'm not like an aerospace engineer or a commercial architect.
Sure.
That being said, I think there's very likely a reason why no other building in the civilized world has anti-aircraft guns on the roof of it. That's like a modern building, right? That isn't like, for example, a bunker from Germany in World War II. Right? It's like, I don't know. What?
He doesn't know.
I don't even know who's that.
This is very confusing.
No, surely
It's also-
not.
Actually, no. I can perfectly comprehend everything on my screen right now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Who would fund this?
Elon Musk.
That is currently what they're trying to figure out. That's the stage of the project they're in.
Okay,
They should
All right.
They should reach out. They should reach out to Elon Musk and see if he'd be willing to fund this, like he was Reddit Island.
Right. I mean, what you really need, like, honestly though, this is perfect, like, eccentric billionaire shit right here. You know.
It is.
I'd fund this.
Yeah, if I was a billionaire,
I don't see. No company would ever pick this up. Like Amazon's never picked this up. But I can see like an Elon Musk archetype being like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's redo them. It's a little bit like. Do you guys know about Titanic 2?
Yeah.
It's reminded me of that.
The film.
Oh god.
Did that already happen?
No. There was a plot to rebuild the Titanic as a second Titanic. I'm gonna send you the wiki page.
I thought that was.
Did that already happen?
Just a film.
No, they got most of the way through it, but then the guy funding it was like, nah, and then they tore it apart in China, and now it's gone.
Wow.
Here's the wiki page for it.
Oh
Titanic 2 is meant to be another ocean liner, like a full-size ocean liner.
Oh god.
So just a sidebar about Titanic 2. When I was a young child, I didn't watch the news, right? But I woke up really early before school one day, like in the AMs. Apparently, it would have had to be.
Is that really early for you? Before 12 p.m.
Well, listen, I was like 8, so like
okay,
you know,
okay.
it was my point is it was like late night news, early morning news.
Sure.
And I didn't watch the news, but for some reason I turned the TV on and I was watching the news, and I remember them saying something about the Titanic 2, and the Titanic 2 has haunted my memories for years because I told my mom about it the next day and like, oh my god, they're making a new Titanic. And she's like, no, they're not. You're crazy. But I saw it on the news. No, you didn't. Shut up. And it was only until recently that I learned that there was a movie called Titanic 2, and I was like, oh, they were talking about the movie on the news, and I thought everything was fine. I thought my life was fixed. Until now, I learned that I was actually. She was
Vindicated.
wrong. I was vindicated. There was a Titanic 2. They were making a second
Yeah.
Titanic. I knew it. God damn it.
Yeah, there's been I'm reading over the wiki. There's been a couple attempts, but the recent ones by this guy, Clive Palmer, who's an Australian millionaire who just was for whatever reason obsessed with making a second Titanic. It looks like he's having another crack at it. Maiden voyage of June 2027.
Oh god.
I'd go on that.
No.
The thing is, like, I
don't.
actually would go on that. That does kind of sound up my alley.
Collective Stupidity cruise line.
Cruises.
You know I like my shitty ideas. I love supporting shitty ideas.
Oh god. I mean, that's fair.
So so I found that article and I thought it was interesting. I had to share it with you.
I agree. I think this is interesting. I'm not convinced that this isn't like a student project or a shit post.
No,
but if it is a shit post, this is a very well done shit post.
It's totally just some dude's autistic hyperfixation. Like
I hope he makes it. I hope he gets somewhere. I hope he gets.
Too.
It will never be built. I'm sorry, Chrysler, but it will never be built. But I hope you get to the
As far as possible.
I hope you get the blueprints.
I hope you get to the stage. You have to pitch it to the city of Chicago in court, because I will be there and I will watch that.
Yes. Do that, and we will be watching with bated breath. I'm still under the impression that this can't be real. I think it's his autistic fixation, but I think it was specifically for a school project. I don't think he intends to get this built at all.
Yeah, I wanted to share the story. I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. And I've also been sitting on it for about a month. I've just been waiting for an opportunity.
This rabbit hole has been sitting in the back of your mind for a month.
Yes. Yeah, I've had the article sitting just in my notes app since it got published, like in end of March. Like I've been waiting.
It's just been taunting you.
It has, and I wanted to get it in, but things kept the week I was gonna do it, we had Grace on. And then the next week...
Oh, so it's Grace's fault you couldn't do this.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yes.
Yeah, it's all Grace's fault.
Yeah, Grace Grove, Pogrom won.
I can't wait to kill Grace Groby.
Dude, same. I've been waiting. Just give me the word.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you heard her.
Dear listener, if you listen to the sound of my voice, and perhaps you own an airplane.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, I just got it. Oh my God, you're an evil man. You of all people? Oh my God.
In the greater Chicago area.
No.
Boy, do I have a deal for you. Let me redo that, because that is horrifically bad.
Oh no, Dom, please, come on, you gotta let me include that. That's great. That's comedy gold, Dom, please.
I'll use it, but keep this stuff too in when I say that I'm not serious. And you should take terrorism very seriously.
He can't even get it down. He can't even say it with a straight face.
I take terrorism very seriously.
This isn't a joke. Stop laughing.